Hi dolls, welcome back to my channel, and I know it's been a while since I've done a video, but I am determined to be back on my YouTube schedule where every Wednesday I'm going to bring you guys some health tips or just, some healthy lifestyle, as well as some entrepreneurship journey along my journey into this health and fitness industry. So if you guys have any content ideas, please be sure to let me know in the comments, but I've got some great videos lined up for you all coming up. So today I wanted to speak about some of the supplements that I have in my little supplement stack. I don't take all these supplements all of the time, but I have a nice little stack with me and, have some protein or, whatever little items available at my reach. So I just kind of wanted to share with you guys all the supplements that I have on hand at any given time. And I alternate these out kind of depending on where I am in my prep or my off-season journey. So I wanted to share that all with you. And if that's something that you're interested in, continue watching this video. And as always, let's go. So the first supplement that I want to talk about is protein powder. I always have protein powder with me. This is with BodyTech. I'm not sponsored by any company. I kind of change my protein powders out just kind of depending on, where I am or what's my favorite at the time or what my body may like or doesn't like, because I feel like I find my body rejects certain not just protein, but foods, other items. My body just kind of rejects it after a while if I have the same thing all the time. So this is my protein powder. I usually have whey protein. So protein is a great supplement to have. I mentioned this back in my best foods to build muscle video. Protein is going to be the building block to building that nice muscle. So if you are trying to put on muscle, trying to put on, lean muscle without putting on the fat, protein is a great option. Protein powder is a great option. Protein powder is easy to digest. The only downfall is it doesn't fill you up too much, but I tend to have my protein with my carbs post-workout, so I might have some banana or oats added in there. So it does fill me up pretty nicely because I've added some other items in it. But depending on how you take it, it can be a great meal replacement, and it is great in protein synthesis, which is part of the process in building muscle. So protein powder is one of those supplements that I always have on hand, because depending on if it's a meal replacement or I'm trying to put on size or I'm on the go, it is great to always have at my disposal. So protein powder is gonna be my first supplement that I wanted to mention for you all. And the next supplement that I wanted to mention for you all is my CLA supplement. This is by Muscleology. I got this at one of the shows I competed in, and it was one in our little souvenir bag. So CLA is a great supplement to have on hand. What CLA is, it is a fat burner. So specifically, it is an omega-6 fatty acid. So you actually can get CLA through your foods. There's been a lot of research on CLA that it's actually better to kind of get CLA from your foods. You can get a lot more of the CLA content out of your foods. So it's not one of those supplements that you need to have, but it is good like if you're during like competition prep or something like that, where your diet is very restricted and you're trying to stay within a certain calorie count or macro count, or however your coach trains you or does your diet for you. So if you can't add all these extra nuts or avocado, all those things really do add up when you're in competition prep. So I think that's when those supplements that you can get a lot of the benefits from food really come in handy, because when you're so restricted on your diet, you're going to need a way to supplement it without putting on all those extra calories. So you can find CLA in like your grass-fed beefs or dairy products. And what CLA does, it helps to improve insulin sensitivity and thermogenesis, which essentially is your body's way of burning those extra calories. You're burning those extra daily calories. So it's a great supplement to have on hand. It's a great fat burner. But as I mentioned before, you can find this within your food. So I wouldn't stress out about, running out and grabbing CLA but it is good to have on hand if you're just trying to have something maybe on the go even as well, if you don't want to cook a lot, if you don't like cooking a lot, but you will need to maybe intake a little more CLA to kind of get the same benefits as you would with food. But CLA is another supplement that I like to have on hand as well. And the next supplement that I have are my BCAAs. BCAAs are a supplement that I always have on hand. I pretty much take BCAAs all times of year. So whether I'm competing or on season or off season, I always pretty much have my BCAAs. I tend to take them during workout. The great thing about BCAAs is you can have them post-workout, during workout, pre-workout. It doesn't matter when you take them. They're an essential amino acid, and they help in the formation process of protein building. So they're really good to have on hand. And like some of the other supplements, they're great with protein synthesis. They are really good with recovery. They're really good with helping you with your energy. So it helps when you're training. If you need that extra boost, it's a natural, energy throughout your workout. So it's a really good supplement to have. It helps with endurance. So it just has a lot of great benefits to it. And like I said, I take it during my workout, especially like if I'm doing like fasted cardio. It's nice to kind of have something to sip on, gives you that natural energy without putting on all those extra calories or having to worry about sugars. So I always have BCAAs on hand. So that's the next supplement that I always have available to me. So the next supplement that I wanted to talk about, which doesn't really get a lot of recognition in the supplement game, but that is glutamine. Glutamine is another amino acid, and it is really good with your gut health. So what glutamine does, it helps with when you have like high trauma, usually like if you're like a cancer patient or if you've had like some sort of major injury, and in the fitness industry. So if you're training really hard, you're training 5, 6, 7 days a week sometimes. I know people who train every day. I've never trained every day, but there are people who like to train every day. You're training really heavy, you're lifting heavy, you need a lot of endurance, so your body needs a lot of recovery. And so glutamine can help with recovery. It's really good for gut health. I know I mentioned that. The thing is that glutamine is found naturally within your body, so just like any other supplement, you can easily help this out with foods. You can eat foods that are going to be good in those amino acids, but it is something nice to have in your supplement stack. But there are a lot of people who feel like they haven't seen any benefits of glutamine, so that is possible. So I would just really work, if you have a coach or something like that, ask them like if you need that. I tend to only usually have glutamine during prep because it is really good for your gut health. And if you're eating certain supplements or if you're taking a lot of supplements and not as much food, sometimes that can bother your body, and you just kind of need something to help like regulate everything, and just it's just a good supplement to have for your overall health is what I would say glutamine is good for. It's one of more of the health benefit type supplements, where other supplements are very fitness and muscle building and fat burning, and a lot of people will only look to those sort of things when they're thinking about fitness supplements. But you do want some supplements that are going to help with your overall everyday health, and glutamine is a great option for that. Next supplement that I have, I kind of realized that I have quite a lot of things in my little protein or supplement stack. So the next supplement that I have is L-Carnitine, and I always say L-Carnitine, but I always been saying it wrong, but it's L-Carnitine. And L-Carnitine is a fat burner. It is another amino acid, and you can find this naturally within your body. Your body naturally creates this. So this supplement is not needed, but as I said, none of the stuff is needed. You can find it in foods, but it is really great in fat burning. I tend to take these pre-workout because there's a lot of research that has the benefits of taking L-Carnitine with carbs, and that is usually when I have the most of my carbs, whether it's during competition prep or off season. I always have carbs and protein before my workout, so it works very well with carbs. So I tend to, that's my dog sneezing, so I tend to have L-Carnitine with my pre-workout meal. What L-Carnitine does, it helps to convert fat into energy, and who doesn't want that? So with that process, obviously that's going to help burn a lot more fat because you're using that fat for energy, which is also why I try to use that for my pre-workout, because that's when I know I'm going to be moving the most, I'm going to be working really hard, and that's when I know I'm going to need as much energy as possible. So L-Carnitine is a great supplement. There is a lot of research that shows a lot of benefits to L-Carnitine, unlike some other supplements where you have to take so much of it to see any sort of improvement. It is very beneficial with you taking it over, you know, a 3 to 6 month period. So I would take it maybe with your pre or post-workout meal when your body is kind of in that burning state, and that's usually when you're going to be having your carbs because you're working out and you're training really hard. So it's also good for recovery as well. So L-Carnitine is something I have with me. I don't take it like all year round. I tend to only have it during competition prep mode, but it's a great supplement to have on hand. So my last supplement, but definitely not least, I have this supplement all year round, and I feel like this is, like, to me, outside of protein powder, my holy grail. Like, my holy grail supplements would be protein powder, BCAAs, and this guy, creatine. So creatine monohydrate is what you're most likely gonna see when you go into your supplement stores, and creatine is great for building muscle. So creatine is another amino acid, and as you have probably gathered through this video, is that amino acids are very essential in the muscle building, fat burning, fitness, overall fitness journey process. So you're gonna find creatine mostly in the skeletal formation of your body system, the skeletal system. It is very helpful in, as I said, building muscle and putting on lean muscle mass. The great thing about creatine is it puts on that lean muscle mass, but it does not add any fat during that process. So, which is what we all want. We want to build muscle, lose fat. So creatine is great for that. And in the process of it putting on that lean muscle mass, you are going to see benefits in your strength as well as your endurance. And who doesn't want that? So I tend to take my creatine during my workout. I sip on that with my BCAAs and creatine mix in my water, and that's what I sip on during my workout. It helps me, you know, have that natural energy. And you know, you want to lift heavy, you want to reach those new personal bests. So, you know, anything that's going to be helpful for strength and endurance. There's been a lot of research to show that with at least 5 grams of creatine over a course of a few months, you will see those health benefits of muscle building and that endurance and strength. So it's a great supplement to have on hand. I always have it with me. I make sure I don't run out of that. And you know, some of the stuff might be placebo effect where you feel like, oh yeah, you drink this and you know, you're building muscle, but you really do see benefits with it. So that's something I like to have on hand, because no matter what time of year it is, I'm always trying to put on muscle, especially in the off season. And then when you're prepping, anything that's gonna help you with some energy and put on that lean mass, because you know, you lose muscle during the prep process because you're just putting your body through so much. Anything that's gonna help you out during that process, the better. So creatine, great supplement to have on hand. And I wanted to kind of keep this generalized, because then I can make more videos talking about each supplement specifically. And I wanted to talk about like my health supplements versus fitness supplements. So I want to talk about the things that I use that are more like fitness benefits. And then we can talk about supplements that are more like overall health benefits, like your multivitamins and all that kind of stuff. So I hope this video was helpful to you all. Like I said before, I wanted to kind of keep everything kind of generalized. And if you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, maybe comment below. And just a little programming note, if you made it through this video, I do offer online training. I have offered new programs on my website, q-wellness.com. So I know I spoke a few months back, I was running a 21-day challenge. So I have made that challenge available for download now that that challenge is over with. So that if you missed that challenge, you can download that program. It can be something that you follow along with. on your own time. It's got, you know, video tutorials in there, and I've got some other programs as well, some other challenges as well as home workouts. So be sure to check out my website with all those programs and my Instagram as well, so that you can see more day-to-day posts and my fitness journey while I'm kind of on the off season. I'm going to be competing again at the end of the year, so I'm kind of gearing up for that. I'm doing like a prep before my prep, basically, where, you know, you kind of, it's more of a mental game, so getting prepared as possible before jumping into competition prep, the better. So follow me along with my journey, you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.